works. Yeah, that would be something to go on there, then we'll just defer that. Bank statements, Cheryl, I know you and Pam want to talk about bank statements. Okay.
Yeah, Pam says that she definitely has to have a physical bank statement.
Okay.
And right now it's going electronically, and we need to make a motion to get that back to her with
Let's hold on to the suggestion of making any particular motion and talk first about
Okay,
the
that's
background.
fine.
So in June of last year, when we started looking at some of our banking records in a little bit more detail, and I started researching CDs for the township, I went into the bank branch and got the township signed up with our arna.gov email address for mobile access, so we can look at our accounts on a computer. The bank told me at that time that physical statements were being sent to 3 addresses. 2 were going to your address, 1 under the name clerk and 1 under the name Cheryl Wickham, and the 3rd was going to Pam's address. Does that seem right?
no.
Okay.
It does not seem right. I would go in and get copies of the bank statement, which is at the bank.
Okay.
I go and physically get a copy because we did not have them.
Okay. For pre-June of this year, like before June 18th.
Yes,
Okay.
actually that started probably in January when we weren't getting them. Pam had put in for her to get them with her P.O. box number.
Okay.
And because she picks up her mail at the post office every week
Sure.
it comes up. And she wasn't getting them.
Okay.
So then I just said, well, I'll go and pick them up for you, and so we were just doing it that way.
So that though required mileage and time also.
Oh, yeah, definitely did.
Okay.
And then it turned, then all of a sudden, now she found out that since June, it's all been going on online, which we didn't have access to at all.
Okay.
But she needs the physical copy of it,
Okay.
definitely.
So in the past, you were going to the bank, getting 2 copies, 1 for yourself, 1 for her, and then mailing her 1?
No, I was not, they weren't mailing her one at all.
No, you were mailing her 1.
No, I was giving it to her.
Okay.
Just handing it to her,
Okay.
that type thing. But, yeah, there was a problem with their address because it was a P.O. box number and they didn't want to do it, for a P.O. box number, but that's where she was getting her mail.
Okay.
So that was a problem to start with. And then all of a sudden, we weren't getting them, because of.
So were
Yes,
you also were not getting 1 as of January this year?
No, I have not had a bank statement from them the only time I get it is if I go and pick it up.
Okay.
Get
Yeah.
it.
So,
But mailing, no, I was not getting mailed, I don't know. See, Sandstone has different information than, we've been dealing with Hinckley because they're much easier to deal with.
from the bank
easier.
branch?
Yes, much easier to deal with. Because Sandstone is just kind of, I don't know, we've had problems with them.
So I think there's, obviously there's a couple options. We can disable our digital access and go back to paper only, that you're still likely gonna have to go to the branch and pick them up. Doesn't make sense to me.
No,
You can mail them out.
they should mail them out.
They can
told
mail
me
them
to
out,
mail
there's
them out.
no, sorry to cut you off.
No, wait a second,
That'll save the running around
yeah.
and cost us more money, things, what I'm saying.
Or I think my preference, and we'll vote on this, is that we keep our online access, because I think it's important for us supervisors to be able to view township banking information. We have a right as supervisors to see that, which is why I established that online account to see it. And I will volunteer at my own expense, won't even charge the township, to print those statements and mail them to you or hand deliver them, depending on where you guys are. I get an alert
Well,
in
Pam-
my app.
Pam, I'll just go by what Pam said. She's adamant about getting the bank statement directly to her, and then she said she would make you a copy.
she's not a voting member of this board, so she doesn't honestly
No,
have a say.
I know she does.
So it's up to this board,
It
and
definitely is.
I will not vote for that personally, so.
Okay.
So, I mean, my suggestion because Pam called me yesterday, and my suggestion was that I'll go to the branch and talk to Mindy, who's the branch manager of Sandstone, and get the statements set up so that they can mail them and still send them digitally, which is absolutely an option.
Yeah, I guess
I'm
that's-
getting resistance from, just to be blunt, from a couple people to that suggestion, so.
Yeah, I don't understand why you
Why
can't
would
do
we
both.
be getting resistance? Can you explain?
Well, I can't explain the why, I can just explain that the treasurer told me that that absolutely does not work, and we're going to need a resolution tonight to shut down online banking and re-enable mailed statements.
No.
That's exactly my point. It does not make sense to me.
No.
It screams something's being hidden or covered up, and I
Amen.
don't like that.
Amen. We voted for
When the
you.
non-voting treasurer calls me as the town board chair and says, disable your online banking access and get my address added back is the only statements, or the way to get statements, it seems fishy to me. I'm not accusing anybody of anything, it just doesn't pass the smell test for me.
Yeah, I don't see why that would, I
Then
mean,
where we go with audits for the past year now.
So, my personal preference would be I'll go to Sandstone, I don't work far from Sandstone, I won't charge mileage. I'll talk to Mindy, the branch manager, and see what we can do to get bank statements re-enabled to be mailed to Cheryl and Pam, but also retain our online access, which I think is important,
Yeah,
and I'm happy to share with you guys too.
I think being able to see our bank statements real time, not just once a month, is kind of an important deal, I mean.
Yeah, I get the email usually on it's like the 30th of the month, I think, or the last day of the month, and it says your bank statement's available. Very easy to log in and look at it. With
Right.
It's our official government email address, info@arna.gov. It's not going to my personal email or anything. So,
What
P.O.
would the
boxes.
reasoning be for this resistance? Just, could you ask the person or persons what the
sure,
reasoning?
yeah, I could ask,
Just-
but I don't have an answer for you today. Go
The
ahead.
P.O. box is a problem.
Well, yeah, I mean, it shouldn't.
For that incident right there alone.
Some people only have P.O. boxes and.
No, I get it. I get why they're there,
So-
but, I mean, it can get funny when it comes to this type of business.
So I'll go into Sandstone probably this week and talk to Mindy and see if I can get some sort of resolution, but I think if the answer from Mindy is ultimately that, no, you can't have an online access and get a physical statement, which I worked in the banking industry for 15 years, I've never heard of that, I think it's actually probably illegal.
Right.
I don't think that will be an issue. If for whatever reason Northview Bank doesn't support that, then
Minnesota Association of Townships, what would they have to say?
Yeah.
Do they have anybody that maybe we are a member of this?
yeah, I could ask too, I could talk to.
Well, let's go. He's a fencey guy.
No, all I said, Cheryl, is that what I would support essentially is that I'll go talk to the bank, I'm not gonna charge mileage or time. I'll talk to Mindy and see what she can do to re-enable sending the paper statements while retaining our online access.
Yeah, I think online access is, it's a new day and age, you gotta be able to see.
Yeah,
real
that
time
part
what's
is
going
fine,
on.
it's just that she needed the,
Yep.
But yeah, I
needed
think
the
that,
paper, you know, she needed to have that, you know, it's hard
Right.
to reconcile a bank statement if you don't have bank
it,
statements.
right.
Oh, absolutely, I mean, even if I was doing a bank
Yeah.
reconciliation, I would print the statement for digital or use the printed copy to be able to cross through things and check it out, I understand that. What I don't understand is the suggestion or almost the demand, yeah, that we shut down our online banking account and only get printed statements, which limits our ability to see anything until the next meeting.
Right. Yeah, see, that doesn't,
So,
that doesn't.
Yeah, the
jive.
only thing is, you know, like she said, she would give you a copy, so
yeah.
whatever.
So I don't think there's really even a motion to discuss here unless either of you strongly support the motion that Pam suggested, that we create a motion to authorize or to say that the township wants to go back to paper banking only.
No, we need both.
Yeah.
But
So-
we need to, she needs
And
to.
if our bank can't do both, then we find a bank that can,
Oh,
is my
correct,
suggestion.
yeah, yep. We can
Because-
change our
because
bank at any time.
She
if we
needs
need
to
to.
have,
Yeah, that'd be an idea.
Yeah, if we can't get
Have
paper statements mailed and an online banking program going, then
That's-
we
yeah,
need to
oh,
find
maybe
a
that's the
bank
part
that
that you
suits
missed.
our needs.
You had missed that part. I said, change nothing as it is today except get the paper statement sending again.
Okay.
And I'll go talk
I
to
agree
Mindy,
with
and
that.
she
I
seems
agree
to,
with that.
Pam seems to think, she talked to somebody in Park Rapids who said you need 2 supervisors to do anything, blah, blah, blah. That's only to open a new account or to initiate say, hey, send these statements to this person. Mindy did it for me 6 months ago when I went into the bank, so. I'll go talk to her this week.
Okay. About having electronic and paper.
Correct.
Okay.
And if the bank
Yeah.
refuses to do that, in the interim, while we decide what to do with our banking situation, then I will get physical copies printed and delivered to you and Pam the day after I get it.
That seems fair.
Sandstone's always been weird since 50 years ago.
Oh, I agree.
The whole town or just the
Yeah,
bank?
I mean, always, going back,
There's something
always.
That bank is just.
This is the weirdest bank on
Italy
planet
is
Earth as
so
far
much
as I'm
better to
concerned.
deal with.
I've had
Oh, see, I've had-
problems with the bank too, that's why I don't bank in Sandstone.
I've had really good experiences with Mindy
Just
because
go to the credit union.
she's a town board supervisor herself, and I think Willow River or somewhere.
Oh, really?
So she kinda understands township business and the complexities, so.